Hello guys, welcome to a new video on this channel. And today a very different video actually. Today, as you know, my channel is about tech and about movies first. So today we have another movie related topic. As you know, I'm a big Blu-ray collector. I love collecting movies. And as a personal gift of mine or of a relative, I got some Blu-rays and I've ordered those, so she gave me the money and I was able to find some Blu-rays that I like, pick them out and order them. So just a little disclaimer, all of these Blu-rays that you can see in this package, in this big package, which is filled to the brim, I can tell you that it actually has some weight, are used. So I bought them used, even though the seller said they were like, he watched them once or twice, so there's not a lot of usage on those Blu-rays. But anyway, I think it doesn't really matter with Blu-rays. I mean, they should just work, the case should look fine, and that's it, right? So since my channel is always about showing you how to get the most out of your money when it comes to tech or movie related stuff, we're gonna do something different now. So you all know this is used Blu-rays inside here, okay? So, by the way, if you wonder what's that paper here, it's just to protect the private information on this box. I don't want this to get shown on camera. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna open this box up, I'm gonna show you all the Blu-rays inside, and then you stop the video, if you want of course, write the comment and just guess how much it would have cost. Just guess it by the amount of Blu-rays plus shipping. Factor in the shipping. What I can tell you, shipping was $5.50, so factor $5.50 into the price, and then write a comment under the video, tell me how much do you think did I pay for this amount of Blu-rays, then come back to the video and I'm gonna tell you how much I paid, and that's exactly what this video is about. You can already guess I made it quite a good deal, that's all I can say as a little spoiler. So what I'm going to do now is open the box and then we come back because I just don't want the private information to be shown. So the box has been opened, so let's look what I actually got. I'm quite excited because I can't even remember, because it's quite a lot of Blu-rays and I can't fully remember what I exactly got. It's going to be interesting. First on the... You might laugh at this. Mortal Kombat. You know why, honestly? Why not? Why the hell not? Mortal Kombat. The first one, it's supposed to be not that bad. So The Watchmen's a movie from Zack Snyder, you know, and I always have a love and hate relationship with Zack Snyder. Batman v Superman is probably most divisive movie. There are parts I like, to be honest, and there are parts I don't like at all. And it's just, I'm interested in this guy. He has a really interesting way of visually telling the story. Just look at 300, for example. It's a marvel to look at, like, visually. And I'm just interested in his movies. So I got The Watchmen, which actually gave him the chance to direct Man of Steel, by the way. So The Watchmen. I don't know how it's called in English. I'll just put the title here in English for you guys. I really don't know. But this movie, honestly, I saw it in his listing. I heard of this movie already before. And I'm just gonna look, by the way, I never looked inside. Yeah, that's all in. I never heard of this movie. I just heard of it like briefly. And I saw Russell Crowe and Christian Bale and I was like, it can't be bad. Those are two great actors, can't be bad. We continue. Oh yes, I'm really interested in that movie. Got 2 Oscars, no wait. Yes, 2 Oscars and 2 Golden Globes. The Wrestler, Mickey Rourke. I hope I didn't butcher the name. I'm really interested in this movie. I heard it's like a really great portrayal of the wrestling scene and it's a really great movie overall. So I'm really interested to see how this movie is. The Wrestler. Then let's take both of those out because they like interconnect. We have The Expendables and The Expendables, whoa, almost fell out too. I don't know, I'm interested in those movies. I love my classic action heroes. Wow, it is even the like inserts. I love my action hero movies. Stars, yes, there is already one of the action star for me, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And that's why I mean, The Expendables, you gotta see it if you love your like action heroes, your classic action heroes. You're Stallone, you have like, I think there is even like a fiction. Is Schwarzenegger not in it? Sure, well, I remember he was in it. He must be in it, I'm sure about it. And Statham is in there, and I think even Chuck Norris, oh my god. I don't know why that name didn't come to my mind. Silent Hill, the first one. I am really interested into the series. I actually never played the games. Now people who are like, oh, you can't judge Silent Hills if you haven't played the original. I know, and I want to. When the time comes, I just don't have the games, unfortunately. But since like the Silent Hills project that never came to be, sadly. Maybe we will see, from Hideo Kojima. I was really interested into this universe, and I heard the first one, that's why I got the first one, should be really, it's supposed to be good, and I'm really interested into it. I'm also a big fan of horror, as you know, so I'm interested into this, and we'll see how it is. So yeah, Silent Hill. Oh yes, I'm also really interested into that movie. Oh yes, Robin Hood with Russell Crowe. What? I just know. This is directed by Ridley Scott, really? No? Yes, I didn't know. I really didn't know. So, Ridley Scott director's cut even, I didn't know that. I always wanted to see it. I don't know, I really like Russell Crowe as an actor. I think he's really badass. And also can do really emotional roles, so he's a really great actor. And Ridley Scott is also one of my favorite directors. There's only one movie I don't really like of him, or I don't really at least like, but Robin Hood, I'm really interested in that, so yeah. We continue. Yes, I'm also really interested into that movie, and that is Pan's Labyrinth by Guillermo del Toro. I'm really interested into this movie. Guillermo del Toro is a director who also tries to do different stuff in the cinematic landfill, let's say it like that, these days, and I always like his visions, his interesting way of telling the story visually. And I heard Pan's Labyrinth, especially in that regard, is really interesting. Yeah, this guy here with the eyes in his hand, as you can see. It's really interesting. It's iconic actually, so I'm really interested in that movie. I always wanted to get it. Now I got it actually for really cheap. Yes! Okay. Also presented by Guillermo del Toro, but this is actually from the guy who made It. Andy Muschietti, I think I pronounced it right. The guy who made It and It Too. And I heard that this movie is really great. It was his horror movie before he made It, and it's supposed to be really good. And when I heard that a horror movie, a really recently made horror movie, is supposed to be good, I'll check it out. So Mama, if you haven't heard of it, from the guy who made It and It Too. Oh yes, talking about good horror movies, Manfred will be really pleased to see this. I got it, Insidious. This is made by probably the only biggest hope in horror that there still is today, and that is James Wan. And you know, when James Wan tackles a horror movie, it's just amazing. I mean, you can't count Saw into this, but Saw is also like, Saw is classic. Everyone knows Saw, or at least knows about it, even though he has seen it. But he also tackled The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2, and those were really great horror movies. I'm really scared about the third one because it's not made by him. It's made by the guy who made La Llorona, but and he also made, I think he only made Insidious. I'm not sure if he made Insidious 2, but I heard Insidious, from Manfred at least, is a really great horror movie, and because I'm such a great big fan of James Wan's work, I just had to check it out. So there it is. my childhood. I just had to have it. Hangover extended cut. It's so long ago that I've seen this movie. Yeah, just one day I'll check it out again. You guys will hate me for this. Godzilla from Roland Emmerich, I think. Yes, it is from Roland Emmerich. I don't know, when was this released? 1989. I heard it isn't as really good, but come on, I gotta check it out, because actually the 2014 Godzilla I really enjoyed. It was a good movie, not amazing but good. The second one wasn't as good, but I'm just interested into Roland Emmerich's work, so there you go. Godzilla. Yes, finally, Pirates of the Caribbean 3 at World's End, I think is the English title. The last good Pirates of the Caribbean, in my opinion. I like all of them till the third one, and I never had the third one. I have the first and second one, and that's why I got the third one. Actually, this is my very favorite. I love Davy Jones. The end battle and the music from Hans Zimmer. I don't know the English title again, I'll put it here. Anthony Hopkins and Ryan Gosling. I've seen this movie already in TV once. Wait, actually twice, I'm not sure. And I love the twist, I love this movie. It's a really nice, like, crime drama thriller. Thriller is probably the best way to put it. So if you're interested and you love, like, those two actors, two great actors here, it's really well done. I mean, Anthony Hopkins is an evil guy, you can't go wrong with that. I told you I like action. So The A-Team. Yeah, it's an action movie. What can you say about it? I mean, action stars doing action stuff. Wait, what? Liam Neeson is in it? Yes, Liam Neeson's in it then. Even Samuel L. Jackson? No. Damn, Liam Neeson, I'm already hyped for that. I mean, I'll look for you, I'll find you, and I'll kill you. And last but not least, we have Operation Valkyrie. So I think that's the English title. I'm really interested into this movie, first of all, because of the time frame that it plays in. I'm really interested into like World War II. How do you say this? Movies that play in the World War II time frame. And when I heard about this movie, I got really oh, this is made by Bryan Singer. Oh, I didn't know. When I heard about this movie and I heard that like Tom Cruise is actually playing Stauffenberg, I'm really interested into that, because maybe you know about the Stauffenberg assassination attempt on Hitler, and this is the movie about that, and I'm really interested into that. I heard it's quite good, so yeah, that's why I got it. So guys, that's it. You might be already thinking, hey, when does this end? How many movies did this guy die? To tell you closely, we will count. So here we go. We have 16 movies here, probably the biggest haul I've ever done when it comes to movie buying. So 16 movies, and really recent ones, as you can tell, like of course from some classics, but mostly just recent movies and really good ones, so not like trashy movies. So what do you think? How much did this cost me? Now pause the video, maybe if you want, of course, and write a comment. I'm really interested how you would like guess. I'm really interested how you would guess the price. I've paid 43.50 euros for this. 43.50 for 16 movies. You know what that comes down to? That comes down to less than 3.5 euros per movie. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, if you just like, that's just incredible to me, because I mean, 350 for one movie is not a lot, and again, it's all on Blu-ray, so it's all high quality. So on one side this is a Blu-ray haul video, but on the other this also shows you again, and this is the message I'm trying to push on my channel since day one, that is how much bang you can get for your buck if you just look a bit. And I didn't do this a lot as well. And just recently, when I looked up, again after my birthday, I looked up online and on used marketplaces. There is an Austrian used marketplace. This is where I got this, by the way. I just was thinking, why do I always buy new Blu-rays, for example? I mean, yes, for newly released 4Ks, I mean, why not? But why, for like older movies, why don't I buy them used? I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, look at those Blu-rays. They look pristine. I mean, there's nothing wrong to it. If I didn't know, I would mean, yes, there are like some marks here and there, but I mean, honestly, this looks like new. And if the movie works and it looks as well as this, I haven't noticed any Blu-ray that doesn't look good to me. So they are all in really good condition, and that's all that matters in my opinion. Right now, I'm gonna insert you the Amazon retail price. I'm gonna insert you right here the price of all those Blu-rays combined if you would buy them on Amazon, how much they would cost you. I mean, I'm gonna use the price of Amazon.de, so the German Amazon website. So of course prices might vary where you are, but I'm just gonna show you how much difference there is, okay? So just look here, this is the difference. I'm also gonna like calculate it here for you, so you can see how much money you can just save by just buying used stuff. Because used isn't always bad again, especially for stuff like this, it doesn't matter. Don't always buy new stuff. Sometimes used can not only be the best bang for the buck, but in general you can save a lot of money just by buying used. And sometimes used is not a bad thing, and you can help out another person also financially. So yeah guys, that was this video. Hope you enjoyed it. What's your opinion? Do you also like collecting Blu-rays? What was your guess? Are you surprised by how cheap this was, or do you think this was actually expensive? Write it down in the comments. I'm really interested. Till next video. Bye guys.